dark autumn night, the old banker was pacing from corner to corner of his study, recalling to his mind the party he gave in the autumn 15 years before. There were many clever people at the party and much interesting conversation. They talked, among other things, of capital punishment.
I think the capital punishment should be replaced universally by life imprisonment.
I don't agree with you. I myself have neither experienced capital punishment nor life imprisonment. But if one may judge, then in my opinion, capital punishment is the more humane. Execution kills instantly. Life imprisonment kills by degrees. Who is the more humane executioner? One who kills one in a second, or one who draws the life out of somebody incessantly for years?
They're both equally immoral because their purpose is the same. To take away life, the state is not God. It has no right to take away that which it cannot give back, if it so should desire.
Among the company was a lawyer, a young woman of about 25.
What is your opinion on this issue?
Capital punishment and life imprisonment are equally immoral. But if I were offered the choice between them, I would certainly choose the second. It's better to live somehow than not at all. It's a pie! I bet you 2 million you wouldn't stick in a cell even for 5 years. If you mean it seriously, then I'll bet not 5, but 15. 15. Done, gentle lady. I stake my 2 millions. Agreed. You stake 2 millions? I my 3. Come to your senses, young woman, before it's too late. 2 millions are nothing to me, but you stand to lose 3 or 4 of the best years of your life. I say 3 or 4 because you'll never stick it out any longer. Don't forget, either, you unhappy woman, that voluntary is much heavier than an enforced imprisonment. The idea that you have the right to free yourself at any moment will poison the whole of your life in the cell. I pity you.
It was decided that the lawyer must undergo her imprisonment under the strictest observation in a guarding wing of the banker's house. During the 15-year period, the lawyer was deprived of all communication with the outside world. She was allowed a musical instrument. And to read and write as much as she liked. If she attempted to escape the premises even 2 minutes before her release, the banker was relieved of her obligation to pay her 2 millions. Throughout the lawyer's jail period, she completely immersed herself in the study of language, philosophy, and theological pursuits. After learning to read and write in 6 languages, the lawyer sat immovable before her table and read only the New Testament. The New Testament was then replaced by the history of religions and theology. Next, she read about the natural sciences and Shakespeare.
Tomorrow at 12 o'clock, she receives her freedom. Under the agreement, I'll have to pay her 2 millions. If I pay, it's all over with me. I'm ruined forever.
15 years before, the banker had too many millions to count. Now he was not sure what she had more of, money or debts.
That cursed bet. Why could she not have died? Now she will marry, have children, be rich, and enjoy life, while I look on pathetically. My only escape from bankruptcy is for her to die.
but she must kill the lawyer to escape the misery that is sure to come to her if she carries out the agreement, and brings herself to the prisoner's door, left unopened and untouched for 15 years. Sitting at a table was an aged woman, much older than 40, with drawn skin and a skeletal body.
Tomorrow, at 12 o'clock midnight, I shall obtain my freedom and the right to mix with people. But before I leave this room and see the sun, I think it is necessary to say a few words to you. I declare to you that I despise freedom, life, health, and all that your books call the blessing of the world. For 15 years, I have diligently studied earthly life. True, I saw neither earth nor the people, but in your books I did things unimaginable, like drinking fragrant wine, climbing the summits of mountains, seeing how the sun rose in the morning, conquering cities. Your books gave me wisdom. All that was created over centuries is now compressed into a little lump in my skull. I know that I am cleverer than you all, and I despise your books, despise all your worldly blessings and wisdom. Everything is void, frail, visionary, and elusive as a mirage. Though you are proud, wise, and beautiful, death will wipe you from the face of the earth like the mice underground. Your posterity, history, and immortality will be burnt down together with the terrestrial globe. You are mad and gone the wrong way. You take falsehood for truth and ugliness for beauty. You would be amazed if apple trees began to grow lizards, or if roses began to breathe the odor of a sweating horse. So I do marvel at you, who have bartered heaven for earth. I do not want to understand you. I will show you indeed my contempt for that by which you live. I shall come out of here 5 minutes before the stipulated term, therefore violating the agreement and waiving the 2 millions I dreamed of as a paradise.
So, what's the news?
Well, I'm afraid that last night the prisoner escaped through the window opening.
Really? We must go investigate. I don't see him. You should go in. Okay. She's not here.
Apparently not.
I guess this means she violated the agreement, leaving me with my 2 millions.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
To avoid any unnecessary rumors, the banker took the paper with the renunciation from the table and locked it in her safe.